You don't know Brookville without knowing this house exists. It's the crown jewel of Brookville.
This house is 120 some years old.
Mamie Hubbard designed and she built this house, but the longest inhabitant in this house was Doc Seal and his family. So everybody in this town remembers this house as Doc Seal's house.
So when we bought the house back in November of 2020, I had no idea how we were going to turn it into a family home.
But we knew it was going to be done in phases. Phase one was making it livable for the family, for the kids.
And so far, we've been able to do that with, the third floor renovations, the primary suite renovations, and then really the kitchen. I feel like the kitchen has been definitely where we've gathered.
Going into this next phase of renovations, what we're doing is mostly outside and not inside, so that obviously doesn't affect our daily lives nearly as much.
But this is a whole new process. The carpentry that goes into that, the painting.
Along with the mudroom that she wants us to build, we have big, beautiful porches. We want to get them fixed up properly and then be able to utilize them. We're restoring something that's already beautiful. We're just making sure it lasts the next 100 years.
Remember last year how it was living in the house?
It was always loud and I couldn't sleep.
This year it's not gonna be like that. So this project is gonna be only the outside of the house because there's like wood rot and the leaning column and then holes in the soffits. It looks like a haunted house. And I think it's kind of cool that the whole town is gonna get to see this transformation happen.
I told Rachel after the second phase renovation is done, I want to see Josie's next 4 years of high school, and Nicholas is 2 years left. He's probably going to go away to college.
Yeah, it just makes me really want to slow down and enjoy every single moment with the kids.
The preservation of the outside of the home, obviously we're bringing somebody in to help with that who's an expert on it and is going to make sure he seals up everything right, because we got 100-year-old wood on this house. We want to make sure it's all done properly. We want to patch all the holes and all the soffits, repair all the woodwork. Then we want to replace some of the dental molding and siding that we have on the outside of the house. We'll paint the entire thing and have a beautiful white finish. We have 2 columns that need work.
One's missing a capital and the other one is leaning in extensively.
We're going to re-secure that to the house and add the stability that it needs. And then both of them need new capitals up top, and this whole house will look beautiful again.
Besides like the exterior paint and woodwork, we're doing a lot more this time around ourselves. Like fixing up the porches. Right now we don't really use this space at all.
No, it's been mostly a catch-all for all the junk and the work that we've been doing.
But now I'm ready to have this as like an actual space for us.
Yeah.
I wanted to pretty much remodel the whole 3rd floor balcony.
Yeah, we want to add some green turf, or raise the railings a little bit, maybe add some, like you said, boxwoods around it.
And then there's this beautiful door that I've always envisioned stained to match all the other doors in our house. The mudroom, Nick is gonna be building with a friend.
There's a back door that's been there since we moved in, but it's probably been there since the 50s or 60s with a concrete slab, and it just doesn't look like it belongs. And so we thought enclosing that and then turning it into a mudroom would be a great idea.
So you know that when we were doing stuff on the inside of the house, we did not have to have any sort of approval for that from the historical board, but because we're adding something to the outside of the house, I had to submit a drawing of what we were gonna do. This whole board had to vote on, if they felt that it was a good addition. But my whole argument for it was this concrete slab is not original to the house. This door is not original to the house. So us adding a mudroom, I think is gonna make it look more original than just a concrete slab.
But to make sure we do it right, I mean, we're going to keep the same sight lines that we have with the roof already. The color will be the same, the siding will be the same.
And we actually have windows that were original to the house.
Kind of tying it into the kitchen. Yes, it's a storage area, but it's just an extension into the backyard and just kind of make it all flow together.
Are you ready to do this again?
Yeah, I'm ready to do
You've
this
recovered enough from the last
Had a few months off. I'm ready for phase 2. While we can't start the mudroom until we get final approval from the historical board, there's plenty of work to do on the exterior. So today we're bringing in Trey Chase. He's an expert in restoration, and we're hoping he can bring this house back to life. Our goal is to restore this to the way it was when it was built. So we want to fix what was there and keep that original feel to it.
Once we get the wood repaired up there in the soffits, caulking it up, sealing everything up, getting the moisture sealed out is going to be the biggest part of that in moving forward. So we're going to scrape all of this. We'll be sanding these edges down, putting a couple coats of primer on with a high build on it to kind of get a smooth texture, and I think all in all just giving it the look that it deserves. Now it's just time to get the gear out, get the ladders up there, and get set up.
In any renovations, you have to start with demo, which means removing any rotted wood and scraping the siding.
That is going to be a challenge in its own because this is a 3-story house. It's not easy to get to the soffits. I mean, you're talking 30 feet in the air.
So while Trey and his team get started up top, we're helping out where we can. We're gonna help scrape off the old paint to prep the surface for Trey and his team to come in and prime, caulk, and paint once they're done with the repairs to the wood.
I can't even imagine what it's gonna look like all finished.
You know, getting Trey and his team to help with some of the patchwork on the wood outside the house, and then as well doing the painting. A lot of the other stuff, most of the other stuff, is all done with our own hands.
But the leaning column is what I'm most excited to see all finished. So today, Matt is coming over.
He is a construction guy through and through. His dad owns a construction company. He owns a construction company.
Should hold the house.
Oh, that's terrifying. We got to know him a few years ago because he moved in next door to Rachel's sister and became quick friends. And he said that he'll guide me through the entire process.
What we're going to do now is take each jack up to slowly lift the entire roof of the house up, take all the weight off this column.
Okay.
And then hopefully, if there's not too much stuff coated on there, this will move nice and easily.
And just be able to push it back once we get it lifted. All right. I'll hold it, you hammer it.
Here we go.
This gapping is getting really big right here. You can feel, I mean, I could pull some of that out. Like, I can get my hand in here. The capitals on top of the columns are so beautiful and original. I wanted to keep them intact. This is being held together by paint. You just couldn't get the pillar off without ruining the capital because of all the years of layers of paint and water damage and all those things. Oh. So at the end of the day, we had to remove it. It's actual horsehair. And found out it's all horsehair and plaster, which makes me super sad because like you can't make that anymore. It's 100-year-old horsehair right there. But we'll get them replaced, we'll get them replicated somehow. But yeah, it's kind of sad. We didn't really want to get rid of them, but at the end of the day, we had no choice. It's now clean, there's nothing around it, but I have a worry. I think this thing broke.
So you can kind of see.
So when it
the
shifted,
top
it probably
piece
broke it a little bit, and then the water got in there eventually.
Rotted it
Yeah.
and eventually crushed it down.
As it turns out, the column is not structurally sound, so we have to leave the jacks holding up the house while we figure out the best way to reinforce this. But we're almost done replacing the last of the rotted wood, which makes me feel good already. It's a pretty big house, and the entire exterior needs attention, and that's taken a bit longer than we thought.
But there are tons of challenges with an old house, and not just the hoops to jump through with the historical board and town council, but really how to best tie our newly approved mudroom addition into our historical house.
It's a true treasure trove.
Yeah. Let's look for some windows that we can put in the mudroom. When we first bought the house on the 3rd floor, there were just piles of doors and windows and siding and just parts, sinks,
work,
yeah, all sorts of stuff that had thankfully been left here. And Nicholas, the kids, all just moved it into the garage.
Well, it started off as an organized disaster. Now it's just a disaster. So we'll go through the pile of stuff that we have set aside and try to match windows with the rest of the house and make it look like it's always been there. This is the window I want to use for the mudroom.
Yeah.
I actually think it's the biggest thing in tying that mudroom to the rest of the house because we're directly below Josie's windows around her bedroom, and every one of her windows has that lattice also. To see if that's possible.
Transom?
Yes. It's like a transom trove back there. What's going on?
Could we use these long ways on either side of the doors for windows?
In theory, yes. You could put those on both sides of the door and add more light. With the column, we wanted to push it back into place by taking the weight off of it because it is original, and we don't want to replace it if we don't have to. We found out these things were hollow, so we removed the entire thing, and most of the pillar is still in great condition.
Yeah.
So what we could do is reinforced wood and then put a new top piece on it and where the capital attaches to.
All right, you ready? Yep. Stand it up nice and easy. Set it.
Just so
Maybe that gives you enough room.
There you go. Now we want to hold it kind of in place while you take the weight down.
Just keep pressure on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down, okay?
Okay. Doing me nervous. Rach, you want to come see it? It's straight.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it is. Look at that difference. And then
Yes.
this, like, stuck underneath of it.
Yeah. That's way
It's, like,
better.
completely lined up, yeah.
Beautiful.
Get the mudroom started today, day one. We're gonna get this framing up, get the roof done, get everything solid and closed in from the outside.
All right, time to build a wall.
When you're in a house as historical as ours, any project that you do in it becomes part of the history.
Let's measure those windows.
But I'm hoping that 100 years from now, they'll look back and be like, oh, the Vanovens did this mudroom, or, you know, here's pictures of it, and they, you know, pull out these old pictures that I've taken, and I'm just excited to see how that plays out. And I'm excited that we have so many cool friendships made with the people who are helping us to be a part of history.
You know what you call a chicken looking at a head of lettuce? Chicken sees a salad. Yeah.
I could go for one of those right now. Let's make it a good one.
Just get it up there and slide it on up. Easy peasy.
Dude, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
I really do think like the way that this bumps out with the bump out that was enclosed, what, 70 years ago, it kind of just matches.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it finished.
All right, well.
A lot done in one day.
It feels already very organic to the house.
And then we're gonna put these windows in that we found in the garage, and then especially that big one
Yeah.
with the ornate crisscrossing on it. Like,
I can feel that it's gonna just feel like a continuation of our house already. So while Nick is working on the mudroom, I'm going to be focusing on the design of the third floor balcony. We'll kind of tear it from this like glaringly all white, hot, desert, dangerous area of a third floor to a beautiful oasis to relax on. I came up with my own design to raise the railings by building open draining planter boxes out of stained fencing, and hopefully 2 green boards wrapped with faux boxwood material will look like the hedge I'm imagining. Kind of like in big cities where you see, you know, on their penthouses or top floors, they have this green space that they can relax on. But real boxwoods would have been too heavy to add with all the dirt, soil, and water that they would need.
Let's put the spacers on first. I think that's how you got it planned out.
That's gonna allow the water
You
to
want it
not
on
sit
both
in the
sides,
box.
though.
Yeah. And so I called my dad because he actually loves, I think, a good challenge.
Okay, so put on the,
Green on both
Measure.
sides board.
okay, and you measured 9 inches, so let's put that down in there.
I am so excited to see what this looks like.
Oh, me too.
Oh, look at that.
I think your design works, huh?
Good. Give me some, it's too long on that side. There you go. Perfect.
Looks like a hedge. Good job.
I'm so proud of
Good job.
myself right now.
One of the things that's been great about this project is I've gotten to work with my own kids.
And it really makes me so thankful that we have this house where we can make all these memories with them.
Nicholas helped a lot with the framing on day one. And then Nicholas again today helped me do a little bit of work trimming it out.
They've helped us scrape paint, the kids have.
We're just gonna have to caulk and fill that up there. And then once we get this exterior finished right here, then I have a whole lot to do on the inside. So there's still quite a bit of work to do, but it's always nice to have them helping. Number one, the hands are needed. And two, it's just like, they're gonna remember this stuff and they're gonna remember when it was built. Like they're gonna come back with their kids in 30 years and it's just, it's always a good story.
Finding column capitals was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Apparently not most houses have these kind of capitals, but I was able to find a place online that is very passionate about their column capitals and was able to walk me through the process of getting those.
No, the capitals we got that your mom got, they kind of fit and they kind of don't. They only came in two sizes. The other ones were too small, so she got the bigger ones. They hang a little too low. So I drew a line here, I already put them up. I notched this out so the top is flush, but the bottom still hung too low and they have to sit on something, right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we are going to just cut this edge off here. Probably have to do the same thing over here. We'll set them, we'll epoxy adhesive between the two, we'll set them together, and then we'll use a ratchet strap to close it off and hold it there for the next day or so.
Okay.
Here we go.
Every project that we've done in this house, whether last year's huge renovation to this one, we're so thankful for. Like, we're so overwhelmingly happy with the end results. And so I think that kind of like keeps us going when it gets tough.
Lower it, push it together. You have more give than I do, so.
Oh gosh.
Push up,
I got it.
because it's dripping.
We got it up there, Nicholas helped, Rachel helped. We glued it together, we put them together, we strapped it so it's held together.
Oh, I got the glue on me. What happens when I got the glue on me?
Your skin is gonna come off.
You're going to melt.
And I had two people hold it while I secured some screws into the outer bands of the column underneath of the capital just to hold it into place.
Oh, look at that.
That fits real nice.
It's almost perfect right there. It's on there straight, now we can just let it set.
All right, floors.
Floors, let's pull up some tape.
Slowly.
Slowly, gently. Oh no, already bad.
Rachel.
I've always wanted big black and white marble tile floors. And Nick is like, absolutely not. Like, you're not getting marble tile for the mudroom. That's a good line. And so I decided that we were gonna paint the tile again. My painted floor concrete.
It took us like 3 or 4 hours to actually map out that floor properly.
It's like taking off a Band-Aid.
Yeah, you take a Band-Aid off quick.
This looks so good.
It looks great.
The vision is coming to life. We're still missing a few final decor stuff. I'm really excited to get done. We're very new into this renovating and restoring an old house, and we don't want to ever be seen as somebody who isn't thinking about the integrity of the history of this house. So this was a very daunting project. The whole house had peeling paint and holes on the outside. It's so good to see the exterior of the house completely finished and done for the first time, and I have no idea how long.
When you build something now, everything's done squarely, it's manufactured. Back then, everything was done by hand, so nothing was perfect, but that's what made it beautiful. And so like everything that we do, every project we undergo, it becomes a process, but it's also very rewarding.
Yeah. Despite how stressful the capitals, the columns in general, everything was, they look so good now. And so it's just we have a story to tell behind it.
We have lots of stories to tell.
Again, we never went on the second story porch, just strictly because of the column. I think when we got the rocking chairs put together, I said something about, you know, rocking our grandkids one day. And just the memories we get to make here is just really beautiful.
The porches that Rachel's worked on so hard, especially the painting of the porches and stuff like that, it just takes it to another level.
that third floor porch. It's magical up there. And then you have like the topiaries and the greenery, and it's just like, where are we? Are we at home right now? And all I can think of is, especially with the porches, how used those probably were by all the previous owners. When you're in a house as historical as ours, any restoration, any project that you do in it becomes part of the history. The windows, they were original to the house. The seals put in the concrete pad and added this door. And then this light was from the owner before us. And then we've done the rest.
Where did we get that out?
In the basement. She left. Yeah, it was left.
Basement?
Yeah, it was left. So, and then we added this. So it's kind of like this little room encompasses like all 4 of the owners of this house. The older a house gets, the more the renovations kind of blend in. You don't really know when was built when. So leaving that exposed, the siding on the inside, I think will really help tell a story, because 100 years from now, that siding that you guys put up is gonna look every bit as weathered as the rest of the house. And somebody could just think like, oh, this must have been original. But now that they're gonna see the siding on the inside, they're gonna know it's not. And that's kind of like our little footprint on the house. And your built-ins turned out so good. I wasn't so sure like this was gonna be that big of an addition to the house because it's such a small room, but I feel like the style and decor and the functionality of this.
Like, it literally looks like it should have been here all along. Especially from the outside, because we're using all the reclaimed windows and everything. I mean, half of this building is original to the house. And the interior of it and the paint colors we chose and the floor pattern that we did, like, it all ties together, and it just looks so good.
It's definitely different owning an old home, because it's not ever gonna be move-in ready. I don't know if we'll ever be done working on this house, but there's something different about having a home that you've put so much of yourself into.
This house looks immaculate. I mean, from the road, so many people have said such great things. There's people that literally have thanked us for doing this to this house, just because the town loves it.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty out here.
It's beautiful.
This might be my favorite spot.
Good call on the turf too. Like, the green, it just pops. I love it. And the boxwoods turned out great. Nobody else in Brookville has this.
Thanks for seeing my vision.
Oh, thanks for putting up with me as a stress cadet, putting this all together.
And it's finished, and we're done
We're done.
for now.
Oh man.